Now that the Ever Afterathon is over and summer is here, what am I gonna read for June? How will I survive without logging any books? Hi there, welcome to my channel. My name is Crystal and this is Books Forever After, where I sit on my floor, we talk about everything and all things books and nothing but the books. Well, the Ever Afterathon is over. It is now June and time for June TBR. Summer is here. Now it's very hard to know what to do for my life. And my reading life, I should say. That was so much fun. I can't wait to recap everything for you guys for the readathon for May and my wrap up. So I hope to get that for you guys next week. I do have some videos already lined up. I'm just in the process of editing. But yeah, that was so much fun. Thank you guys so much for joining, for those of you who joined and participated, and I hope you guys had a lot of fun, and I really hope that you guys join us for next year. And to further that along as well is I will have down in the description box a survey for you guys, like a Google form survey. If you could, I would love your feedback for what we should do for next year, whether that's a theme, tropes, characters, that sort of thing. So I would just love to know what you guys think. So you guys want to see next year, what tropes that you want us to bring back. We've hit 3 seasons now, so I'm sure there are some tropes that, or certain things that you want to come back, or something new and different or whatever. So I appreciate your guys' thoughts, because I want to make this as fun for you as for me as well. And I am only one person, and I just sometimes have too many ideas going around in this noggin of mine, and so I just need extra help. Alright, so with that all said and everything, the rest of this month for June is really just spent recovering. But I only have a few days, because actually the first weekend of June is the Big Ohio Book Con, which I have been anticipated since my first time that I went last year. And I will I have a book haul that I did, so I will link that down below. But I'm super excited this year. It's the second installment of the book con as well, the Big Ohio Book Con. And they actually have some really big name authors there. I guess TJ Klune is going to be there. Melissa K. Roerich is going to be there, as well as Mia Sheridan. A lot of folks there as well. Paula Lafferty. It's just so many. And unfortunately, because of the readathon of the Ever Afterathon, I'm not going to have time to read as I wanted to ahead of time. So the authors I was really interested in doing. Although I do have some of the authors that, especially a couple of them from the panel, that I have read from. So I wasn't too worried for that. And I have at least one indie author I want to be able to meet, actually 2. And then some other indie authors that I've read of theirs, especially M.A. Frick. She has my best book of the year for Romantasy last year. And so really looking forward to that. So yeah, a lot of things happening. It's going through May, like Friday through Sunday. Friday's just like the VIP cocktail thing, which I'm really excited to attend. Yeah, so yes, it's gonna be really exciting to attend there. And yeah, I'm bringing a friend this time for she's my extrovert friend, so it's so lovely that she's gonna go there and keep me contained, I guess. It's a lot of sensory overload with these kind of events. So yeah, it's gonna be fun to attend, and I'm looking forward to it. There's gonna be food vendors, a lot of the local businesses are gonna be participating, and just yeah, there's gonna be like a book swap thing there again as well, along with the panels. So I only have one panel for Saturday that I'm going to be attending, so that's the only other thing. It's just the general admission kind of stuff. So a lot of other bookish vendors and things. I'm just excited to check it out, and fingers crossed. So that's what's going to be a very eventful thing. And then I believe we're traveling later this month as well for a little bit of a family visiting and that whole thing. So going to travel to visit family. So we have that. So it's summer. I mean, you think you're always going to get a break, but it's really, life just doesn't end. It just doesn't. And then for reading, these are I really don't know what I want to read. There's, I'm kind of in that weird mood funk that I really enjoyed a lot of the historical stuff I was reading. So I mainly I've read more. I think I read about 9 or 10 books, which has been lately. It's only been 6 to 8. So I'm excited for that. So that means I'm in a bit of a funk because I don't know what I'm in the mood for. but that's okay. We have some selections here. We're gonna go over the ones that I'm for sure gonna be reading because of book clubs and whatnot. And the first of these, I actually am, by the time that you're seeing this, I think I'm probably, I don't know if I'm gonna be finishing it today. I'm about halfway through, which is Never Seduce a Scot by Maya Banks. This is part of the May book club book for Tea and Biscuits with Tara and B book club. Had their live show today, so I'm only 50% of the way, and the reason why I'm mentioning it here now is probably by tomorrow, I'm probably going to be done with it. Enjoying this one so far, but I just wanted to mention that. And then for the Mood Reader book club that I host with April from Happily Ever April, our book this month is Blood and Betrayals. And I don't have the picture in front of me. I will post a picture up here. It's a dual author, and I believe it's an indie book that's getting traditionally picked up, and I believe the traditional version actually publishes on June 23rd this month. So the reading sprints are going to be Friday, June 12th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, and then the live show is going to be Sunday, June 28th at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So that's the dates and times. Last month, unfortunately, we were trying to read this one. We both DNF'd it, unfortunately, and we didn't really have any other thoughts about it because we barely got into it. Both of us, I think it was just the writing style really wasn't hitting. So unfortunately, we didn't have our live show last month because of that. There really wasn't much to talk about for us. So if you did read that book for last month, let us please comment down below. Let me know what you think. I'm so sorry that we didn't have our live show, but I do have better hopes. I think fantasy romance and that whole thing is hitting better with us, so we're gonna try some of those. I think we have a lot of great ones that we're thinking of for the rest of the year, so definitely excited about this one. This one looks to be a Academy one. That's all I know about it. I don't know the blurb exactly or off the top of my head, but I believe it's like a darker romantic-y Academy, and I think it may or may not have trials, so I'm not too sure. But it sounds good. I haven't heard too much about it, but I heard a little bit of rumblings of people enjoying it. So I hope I will enjoy it as well. I think I picked it up on, it is on Kindle Unlimited. I do not have a Kindle Unlimited, so we had to find something that was from my library. So I was able to get through my Libby, but the Libby app doesn't have it for the phone, like for the Kindle. You have to read it out of your phone, and that always gives me headaches. But there's also an audiobook, but that had a lot of holds on that. So I think it was only on sale for like $4 off of Amazon, so I did that. I did also put on hold for the library, so the new version that's going to be released on June 23rd. So hopefully it won't cut off too much to that, because sometimes I read physically faster than I do the Kindle, which is a weird thing for me. I know typically people are able to read Kindle faster. For me, sometimes I just feel more immersed in it that I can read physically faster sometimes. So yeah, that's what we got going for that one. And then as part of the Palace of Rogues read along that I am doing with Tara, we are doing book 5, which is You Were Made to Be Mine by Julianne Long. And this one I actually have a copy of. The other books before this I didn't have a copy, so I had to borrow it from the library. And this one I had picked up at a library sale a while ago, so I think I have the next 3 books in this series, so that's great. And this is going to help me with my TBR challenge of reading through my historicals, so that'll be fun for that. So I think our live show this month for June is going to be on Tara's channel this month, so we're always flip-flopping for that. So yeah, we'll have that one. It'll be the last Saturday of the month, typically at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So it's going to be June 27th, if I'm doing it correctly in my head. So that's that one. And then I do want to read another fantasy. I've been wanting to get to some more fantasies. I know with the Ever Afterathon historical romance has been taking a lot of precedent, and I kind of don't want to overload myself with historical romance, at least for June and July, because June and July I'm usually more into contemporary romance and some fantasy romance, and I'm usually in the mood for a pirate romance, but I'm not really right now, so I don't know what's up with that. But you know, it is what it is. I will be having my next HEA or history coming up soon in June as well. I had to film the last clip, I think, and then I'll be editing and posting that probably in a couple of weeks in June. But in the meantime, let me know down below, because my next one that I'm going to do, I had mentioned that it's up to you guys to let me decide on what we're gonna do as the theme for that vlog. Whether it's a certain author, if I just do I do a spinner wheel, do I just read, you know, a certain subgenre of romance, a historical romance, whatever that may be. You just let me know. I would love to have your guys' input on what you guys want to see for the next episode, for episode 3. Alright, so as I went off on a tangent, the fantasy romance that I've been wanting to get into, and it's the second one just got released, so it's unfinished. Here I am starting another series, but I'm really intrigued by this one, Shield of Sparrows by Devney Perry. It has some beautiful sprayed edges, and the reason for that is I have a friend in real life that just loves this one, and they were reading the second one and just loving it. When the Moon Hatched as well. So I have so many fantasy romances that I need to get to. I've been wanting to read them. So I want to read this one. And then I also am thinking of continuing a series or something of that nature, because I still feel kind of apprehensive of starting a new fantasy series because of I want to complete them, the ones I'm in the middle of. So especially the ones that are completed. I don't know. I'm toying with that, but I don't know what I'm in the mood to continue, what fantasy romance I want to continue. I have a couple of those. So in the meantime, I'll just probably mood read that one, or maybe I'll come up with some sort of video idea or something for that for June, because I'm not really going to be doing or filming an HA or history for this month. So the other ones that I'm thinking of more contemporary wise as well, as I mentioned, it's summertime, is The Fine Print by Lauren Asher. I've read this already, but I do want to reread it because I want to read the other 2 books in this series, so I can hopefully just, you know, binge this one, and we'll see, you know, we'll see how that one goes. And then I also started a reread as well for Jana Darling, because I got this for my birthday, this is the second book. I just finished the other one for May. So this is the second one in this trilogy. It's not my favorite of this, but I do enjoy the forbidden aspect of it, the angsty stuff, especially in this book. Reread, it wasn't a whole fan of it, because there is cheating in there, and it's just a little bit, for the second time reading, it's just very dumb kind of a thing. It's, as a character-driven reader, it kind of hits the ick a lot. Not a little, a lot. So yeah, but it's still, I know this is going to be angsty, but I'm wanting to read this so I can continue on. My most favorite is the next 2 installments, the other 2 sister stories. So I've loved those ones. So that's why I want to read this and reread it. Because then I also want to read the brother story that has just been published, I think last year or so. So I'm a little bit behind, and so I just want to get back into reading Jana Darling's backlist. That is it. That was very short and sweet, because I really don't know. Unfortunately, it is still May as I'm filming this. I have one more day, and I just don't know what I want to read, unfortunately, besides the book clubs and read-alongs. So yeah, I think with the Big Ohio Book Con, I'm sure that will also inspire me to maybe read some of those later this month, since it's so early in the month. So I'm really looking forward to that. Alright, so those are all the books that I'm on the, what's it called? It's not really a TBR, but it's the options. What you can say? The buffet of books. I don't even know how to phrase it. Those are the books that let me know. I will put them up here. These are the physical ones anyway. Let me know what books you're planning on reading for this June, for June and for the summer. What are the kind of books that you read? Do you read more pirates? What kind of books are you in the mood for? I am usually, like I said, more contemporary, and maybe some pirates in there. We'll see. As always, I will have my links down below in the description box. My Instagram, my Goodreads, and my bookish wish list. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time I post. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.